Congo, UK and all over the USA to crowds from 14 to 40,000. International leadership speaker, trainer and coach. Author of Learn to Raw Leadership, Attitude Hack, Live a More Excellent Life, 5 Battle Strategies of a Victorious Warrior. 2021 President's Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. Founding partner of the John Maxwell team. Toastmaster International Speech Competition semi-finalist. Founder of Tell It Like It Is TV, ThatGuyRocks.com and ThatGuySpeaks.com. Creator of Story Power TV, Transforming Grace TV, and Leading Leaders Podcast. Producer of 4 TV programs and podcasts for Liftable TV and World Trumpet Television, as well as multiple social media channels. Please help me welcome J Loren Norris.
Can you believe it? Father's Day is Sunday. Father's Day is Sunday. That's only 4 days away. 3 if you don't count all day today and midnight Sunday. But in 3 or 4 days, we're going to celebrate Father's Day. Father's Day. This series that I've been working on this last couple of weeks is about dads. And you might ask the difference between a dad and a father. And there really is a distinct difference. I understand that we celebrate Father's Day, but I want to really point on the difference between a dad and a father. And it's not just nomenclature. But that's what I want to talk about today on Leading Leaders, because a dad teaches morals. A father might disappear. Let's talk about that today on Leading Leaders. Subscribe now for our extensive video library of leadership lessons promoting faith, family, and freedom. I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast. I know there are times that a child becomes the conceived portion of the results of a relationship that was out of its time. Perhaps an accidental engagement on a one-night stand, perhaps way too early in life when mom and dad are both teens. And the result of that might be fostering, or it might be adoption, or it might be a young teenage mom raising her child on her own. And the person who sired that child, the father of that child, is never in the picture, or is in the picture and then disappears, or doesn't hang out. Well, that's still technically a father, the father of the child, the other half of the seed fermentation process that creates a human life. But a dad is a different thing. And sometimes a dad didn't have anything to do with the biological insemination. But still, being a dad has some expectations that come along with it. I am both a father and a dad. I am a dad to the children that I brought into this world, and a dad to fistfuls that I didn't. I married a woman who was a single mom. But beyond that, we have imparted our values and our morals into the lives of probably a dozen young people from the time they were in elementary school age, and even some now that we meet as young adults, and we still pour into them the best that we can. And being a dad requires that you have at least a modicum of a moral compass, to know how to do the right thing, to have a desire to do the right thing. I shared a Facebook meme literally just before I went on for this live show, talking about a young man who's at a gas station. An older man pulls up to fill up his gas can, but the young man's filling his Mustang and blocking the pump. So the young man takes the nozzle out of his Mustang, fills the old man's gas can, and then puts it back in his Mustang and says, "Don't give me any money. You can't pay me for this." Okay, there's a certain level of respect and honor for the elderly that might go into that. There's a certain giving nature that says, I want to share what I'm already paying for with you. There's a certain kindness that says, I don't want you to wait until I'm done before you have your turn. I'm going to help you skip the line, so to speak, even if I'm the only person in the line. And all of those are good things. But you know what? Those things don't happen by accident. There's no way that just out of the blue, contrary to everything else he's ever been taught, this young man decided for the moment to do something kind, extravagant, over the top, selflessly, abandoning his time, abandoning his moment to get his gasoline and give it to somebody else. That doesn't happen by accident. No, that takes intentionality. That takes effort. And someone had to have demonstrated that for him to see it. Maybe it was days ago, maybe it was hours ago, maybe it was years ago. But see, that's the role of dad. I see often, and I'm guilty from time to time as well, of sitting down for dinner with my wife or my family, and everybody's got their phones out and we're having a conversation with somebody who's not at the table. But the ones that really catch my eye are when I walk by a table and I see both mom and dad at the table, and the kids are sitting there, maybe staring at an iPad, maybe playing with the game table at the restaurant, the little iPad that they provide for you, sadly enough. But both mom and dad have their phones out, and instead of up in the open view, they have them hidden under the table as if there's some kind of clandestine conversation going on there that nobody's supposed to know about, or that they're watching something on their phone or reading something on their phone that they're not supposed to because they don't want their wife or the kids to see it. That's not being a good dad. That's not a good demonstration. If what you're doing isn't acceptable to your spouse or to your children, you probably ought to be asking yourself, why am I doing this? If you're investing your time and your talent and your treasure and your intention in something that can't be shared by the whole family, why are you doing that? What is the benefit of it? A good dad leads toward good morals, toward good core values, both by impartation. I want to tell you this is the right thing to do, but also by demonstration. I'm going to do the right thing in front of you. Why? Well, because John Maxwell is right. The law of the picture. People do what people see. And if they see you sneaking around and hiding things, then guess what? They're going to sneak around and hide things. If they think that the only way to get through life is to lie about everything, they're going to lie about everything. If you as dad can't tell them the truth, then why would you ever expect them to tell you the truth? Listen, it's one thing to be a father, to bring a child into this world. It's a whole different thing to be a dad. But to be a good dad means to have good morals, good core values, and not just tell everybody about them, but to actually demonstrate them. And that, my friend, is hard work. I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast for Tell It Like It Is TV. Have a blessed day.